Hey guys, what's going on? Adam Snyder here with the Homemade Entrepreneur. So I'm actually shooting from my house today only because I didn't feel like going into the office. Everything that I had to do today, I have no shipments coming in for Amazon FBA. As of right now, I don't have any shipments going out for eBay. So that makes it nice. So I'm doing all my work from home. So what am I doing? First off, all I'm doing right now is actually, you can see the computer over here. I've just been messing around on the computer. I've been ordering stuff from eBay that I'm actually going to kind of put together there. I'm bundling, okay, I'm not really bundling. I'm finding the remotes, I'm finding the cords, I'm finding the, all the things I need, the batteries for my cameras, because I have all this stuff that I bought from Craigslist, yard sales, Goodwill, even off of eBay. All these individual items I've been buying, and it's time for me to start selling them. But I have to complete it. I have to get the battery. I have to get the, the chargers. I have to get, any remotes to, DVD players. I have a 30 disc CD, whatever it's called. I'm not really sure. And I have to get the remote to that because I can't sell it. Okay, I could sell it without the remote, but the likelihood of it selling without the remote, it's a smaller chance. I like to have a high possibility that my inventory is going to sell, and that's why I sell everything complete. Remotes with the DVD player. I like to sell the charger with the cameras. I like to sell the, if I'm selling a, let's see, I'll give you an example. Let's say I'm selling a used CD player, like the Walkman type things, the little personal CD players. I like to sell those with the headphones that came with it, because a lot of people like that. They like the complete set. So that's what I like to do. Okay, and so my tip for you guys on eBay, because I've actually got, so this has been my biggest month. So the month of August was my biggest month on eBay in the past year and a half, maybe, because I actually got out of eBay. So this has been the biggest month I've ever had in that time frame, and I actually had $8,000 in sales. It was actually 8,216, I believe. That was the thing. So it was just over $8,000 in sales, and those were just higher priced items. I was selling bigger things. Okay, and so that's what I've been doing. Just trying to get stuff moving on eBay. Now the hard part, not everything's gonna sell, and we all know that. So I make sure when I buy something, it's complete. So when I buy a router, for your internet, I make sure that if it doesn't have the box and all the instructions, I make sure I get all the cables, I make sure I test it, and then I make sure it's working, and the manual that comes with it, or I can find online, it's printed out and it comes with the item. Because if somebody has all the information they need to connect it, to hook it up, they're not going to send it back. They're not going to send you, an email or a message like, hey, I can't get it to work, can you help me? That's not what eBay is about. eBay is not about you being tech support. eBay is about moving inventory, recycling stuff that people don't want. So with that said, buy stuff that people want. I like to buy routers. I like to buy newer routers that are not 5 years old. A 5-year-old router is not considered something that's new. It is very used. It is probably a lot slower than what's out there on the market today. Normally, for me personally, I buy a new router, a new whatever. I buy it every 2 years, only because I like to stay updated. Now, as far as like remote controls, I sell these all the time. They're very small, very, very small. The nice thing about them is they cost, you can get priority shipping on these because they weigh under 16 ounces. So just keep that in mind. Shipping is a big deal. So that's something that you need to understand as well. So my dog's over here. See my dog? Turn around, look at the camera. There's my dog. She doesn't really do much. Kind of just protects the house. Thank you. Okay, so getting back to the whole eBay thing, is you need to make sure that you're selling stuff and listing stuff on a consistent basis. If you don't list stuff on a consistent basis, you're not going to see consistent sales. Which, if you want to reach 8,000, 5,000, even 8,000 is nothing compared to what some of these people are doing on eBay. So just keep that in mind. There's some sellers. I even have a friend that he does right around $40,000 a month on eBay. Now, he does a whole lot with wholesale. He does a lot with buying stuff overseas from China. And so he competes with these Chinese companies, but where they're taking 2 weeks to get you an item, he takes you like 5 days. She's all excited now. Anyway, so one thing, I actually got her a little collar. It's like that invisible fence collar. Doesn't shock or anything, but it just gives like a little, it vibrates when she gets too close to where she's not supposed to be. And so I actually looked into getting one from China because they were like half price. And I actually found one from my friend, ordered it from my friend, paid like, he gave me a discount in the end, but I think I paid like $10 more for it, and it was supposed to be coming in like 3 or 4 days. So just by ordering stuff that people are selling on eBay and having it, or just by selling stuff that people are selling on eBay but it's coming from China, but having it locally here inside the US, that's a big deal. I didn't realize how big of a deal it was until I talked to him, and that's pretty much where his business comes from. Yeah, so with eBay, the hardest thing that I actually, it took me a while to really understand it, is that you need to be consistently listing stuff, but at the same time you need to list stuff that people actually want. And so that is where a lot of people make the mistake, is they're always selling stuff. Okay, calm down. They're always listing stuff, and they think they're being productive, which in a sense they are. A lot of things sell on eBay. Okay, get out. A lot of things sell on eBay that you would never believe would sell. And what I just want you guys to keep in mind is that if nobody's really looking for it, if there hasn't been a history of it selling, it might sit at your house, at your office for a while. So for me, I like to keep inventory moving. I don't like to keep stuff sitting at my house. I don't like to keep stuff sitting at my office. Even at my warehouse, I don't want stuff sitting there, or my storage unit. There's another thing. I don't want stuff sitting there as well, because if I spend money on inventory, I want it to move, and I want it to move quickly. So, like I said, I'm still getting back into eBay. If you guys have any questions, you can feel free to send me a message. Here, you can comment below, or send me a message over on Facebook. It's facebook.com/homemade entrepreneur. Send me a message there as well. But I don't do a whole lot with eBay. I'm starting to get into a little bit more, and it's fun. I like it. But at the same time, it's more of a secondary market, because I'm still big on in Amazon FBA, and that's going to be my main platform to do e-commerce. And then obviously I do other stuff as well. So like I said, there's other people out there that are doing more on eBay than I am, that have more experience with it. So don't just look for me for advice on eBay, because I talk about it very little. But just know I am getting back into eBay, and it's always important to learn. So send people messages. Whether you're watching a YouTube video, you're looking on Facebook and seeing all these people with their high sales. Send them messages. Reach out to them. See if they'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. I always say I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys have, because I am. I like that you guys look at me to learn, and so yeah. But I'm gonna get to some of my work. Try to get that finished today. Been a little bit behind. Might take my dog to the dog park, and yeah. Talk to you guys very soon. Say bye.